This segment is sponsored by the Little Hercules Foundation.
1 in 5,000 boys in the world are born with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Right now, there is no cure for this rare progressive muscle wasting disease, but there's many ways we can help. So with us to tell us how we can help is one of the founders of an organization to help these boys, Kelly Maynard. Good morning.
Good morning.
So Kelly, tell us about your son, Jackson, because he is living with this rare disease.
Yeah, he's 11 now. He was diagnosed at the age of 5, and immediately I had never heard of Duchenne before he was diagnosed, and I immediately went on this fact-finding mission to learn as much as I could about it, and then you know, eventually it's become my life, my sole purpose. And so he's 11 now, and he stopped walking and uses a power chair full time about 1.5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So talk to me about the Little Hercules Foundation. Tell me what it is and what it does, because this is your life.
Yeah. So when he was diagnosed, I was working full time outside of the home, as many, you know, parents are. And I launched the foundation in 2013, and then started running it full time as my full time job in June of 2014. Because I realized this is a big challenge, and I wasn't really going to make a big impact in a big way like I wanted to unless I was doing it as my sole life's purpose.
What exactly is Duchenne muscular dystrophy?
It is a very severe form of muscular dystrophy. It's diagnosed between the age of 3 and 6, and it's a genetic neuromuscular disease that causes rapidly progressing muscle wasting, muscle weakening. The genetic mutation causes the body to not produce a critical muscle protein called dystrophin. The lack of dystrophin leads to a constant state of muscle wasting, and it affects every muscle in the body, so the heart, the lungs. Usually the first major loss of function is loss of the ability to walk. It affects mostly boys, about 97%, because it's an X chromosome linked disease. And these boys don't get an opportunity to do the things that little boys like to do, play organized sports, ride a bike, climb a tree, you know.
Yeah, the things that we take for granted,
yes,
they don't even get a chance to do.
No, running is very difficult, and it gets worse and worse very quickly.
And how does the Little Hercules Foundation impact this disease?
Well, originally we started out as just raising money to fund research. As you know, there really is no effective cure. There is a treatment out there on the market that treats about 13% of our disease population. And so we really started raising money to just fund research. And then we realized that our families are facing a lot of challenges around the country, trying to access therapies, medically necessary equipment. The disease progresses so fast and quickly that eventually you have to be ventilated to even breathe. And round-the-clock care is needed. Makes it very difficult to work and provide for your family if you know, have a loved one with Duchenne. It's genetic, so many families have 2 and 3 sons with the disease in one family. If you can imagine how difficult that is. So last year we partnered up with another Duchenne organization in Michigan to create the Duchenne Family Assistance Program. So in addition to funding research, we now provide direct services to families that help them get equipment. If they're having challenges in school, if they're having just whatever challenge that they may have, we connect them with resources. We actually help them secure equipment. We actually provide equipment and pay for it if they don't have insurance or can't get it otherwise. So that's been it's a labor of love, and we're very, very proud of it.
Absolutely, and I'm sure all of this takes money, and you are fundraising right now. So tell us about your upcoming it's like a 5K, 10K race.
Yeah, it's called Duchenne Dash.
Okay.
And this is our 5th or 6th year, I believe, and it has grown. So it has really grown over the years.
We've got the information there. It's Saturday, May 12th.
Yeah.
So that's so people can come out. And then how can they find out more information? Do you have your website where they can get more information?
Yes, littleherculesfoundation.org.
Okay.
If you go to events, you can register right on our website. You can also see a lot of our local families and our boys, and just a fair warning, you will fall madly in love with our boys. They're the brightest stars in the universe.
Well, briefly, I want to talk about your video because you have a
Okay.
3-minute wonderful video. We're going to post it on our
Thank you.
Marketplace Facebook page. Tell me about this video.
So we did this video to really make people understand that Duchenne is life limiting. Life expectancy is about 25 years old. Wow. So, you know, when you think about, you know, the conversation that we always have as parents with our children is, what do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? And it's a conversation about when you're raising children who, that conversation, it becomes very difficult because you know something that your children at this, when they're diagnosed, don't. And so when you have those conversations, it kind of just highlights that how different that can happen when you're raising a child with a rare disease that is, you know, has a expiration date on their life.
Wow.
So.
Well, I'll say a mother should never have to bury her son.
Yeah.
And we will keep you in our prayers and keep Jackson in our heart because,
you.
and like, you know, that you have the quality of life right now and that he'll continue. And, you know, maybe you'll be the first miracle for this. So
Yeah, well,
you are,
thank you.
You are in our hearts and Jackson's in our hearts. And you can look at our Marketplace Facebook site to watch the video. It's called When I Grow Up. And it brings the message of Little Hercules Foundation home. And again, we send good wishes to Jackson.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kelly.
Thanks.